Here's a quick video for the washing machine, Maytag IntelliSense, is it? It's a model number MWA 09148. I've had it about 5 years now, no problem whatsoever, good washing machine compared to some. We've got an error on it, various errors, error 3, error E, all sorts of things. Washing machine drum not turning, nothing on the internet really to say exactly what it was, nothing in the filters, no blocked pipes, water going in, but the drum turning very slow. Not a lot on the internet about it. I think it's very similar to the Whirlpool model. So I decided to have a look at it. Being on holiday, the kids told me what was going on. It works and gets down to the last 3 minutes occasionally, last minute, and then just doesn't do anything else. Even more so if you've got a full loading. So I'm going to take it apart, have a quick look. I suspect that if it isn't a blockage, that it's the motor brushes, but I'll pull it out and let you know. Just a word of warning: if you're not good with mechanics, and especially not good with electricity, don't know how to isolate things, check for capacitor discharge, I'll just give you forewarning, don't touch it, get somebody in who does. Electricity, water, fingers and people do not mix very well, so unless you know how to isolate it and check it's all dead and discharged, do not touch. Okay, back in a moment. So I'm back again, washing machine's extracted, power off obviously. Isolated the water with a little stop tap behind the cupboard there. To take the top off, not that I'm going to, you need to release these screws here, these bolts, hex bolts, and you put a screwdriver in the top there and you prise down. It's got a couple of plastic lugs there and there, and it pushes down and slides across. Don't wrench it and pull it across, it'll snap it off. So what I'm going to do now is disconnect the waste hose using these. Water's off, take that out, and then I'll flip it on its side and have a look at the motor. There we go, that's the water pipe removed. Just a bit of damp cloth over it, as long as it's isolated it'll only dribble. And the waste off, you just release the spring clips, squeeze those in and pull the pipe off. So that's those out of the way, and then I'm going to flip it on its side to have a look at the motor. Here's the Maytag, flips on its side, that's the part we're looking for. I've used a multimeter to double check everything's dead, nothing's, no charged capacitors or anything. A little bit of water came out of the filter, but nothing really to worry about. You drain it off using this pipe into a bowl, bit of rag just to soak up any excess that falls out, and these are the brush motors that I suspect. I'm just going to loosen them off and take them out, have a look. Back in a minute. So there's the motor we're talking about. I've removed one set of brushes, those are the brushes, and that's where they're coming from. Go down to the armature down there, remove both the leads, top and bottom, as you can see, and this is what the brushes are looking like if you've never seen them before. So that's one of them, and basically that bit there, the carbon bit, rubs against the armature to make contact, and there's only about 5-10mm on that one, and about the same on that one. So basically they're very worn. I'll show you what a good set of brushes look like in a moment. One thing to point out though is that the socket used for the hexagon screws, it's not metric. For a European washing machine I'd have thought it'd have been either a 5 or 6mm. Neither of those fit. It's actually, get that in focus, 7/32, so it's an imperial measurement. Took a bit of finding, but I borrowed one in the end from brother-in-law. But that's what you need to get it off, dead easy, literally 2-3 minutes to get them off. I'll back in a moment, show you what a good set look like. So this is a good set of brushes, and as you can see the top part is a latch that holds the brush in place, stop it spinning out, but as you can see there's probably 5mm, sorry about the camera shake here, doing it left-handed, 5mm left on those. A good set of brushes, there's more like 30 or 40, so a bit of a comparison there. And as you can see, this bit of plastic stops them shooting out. You just break those off, but hold it in to stop the whole of the carbon brush just shooting straight out. A lot of difference there, you can see where they're worn, and that's what was giving this particular error in the drum not turning. So I'm going to put those in, connect it up, give it a whirl. If it doesn't work, well, £17 for a set of brushes, wasted, but cheaper than a £500–600 washing machine. So there are the new brushes installed. One there, one there. I'll try and get the camera around so you can see the nuts. One to the right, one to the left in the shadows, and same at the bottom. One to the left, one to the right. Now this is aluminium. If you use this too much, it will strip the threads and you'll need a new motor, so just take care. Last thing to do, and remember my caution about electricity, is to put the wires back on and then give it a test. So we'll see what happens. So I switched it on, forgot to start recording. I put it on these speed 15 minutes or wherever, 30 degrees, 15 minutes, so I thought it just be. Drum's rotating, it's making the right sorts of noise. I remember to turn the water on. We've got a little stop tap thing there that I use. Put all the hoses in, make sure everything was okay, and so far so good. I'll come back to you and let you know the outcome. Well, it's just come to the end of its wash cycle. It's completed. That's the new brushes came in. As I say, that's for the Maytag washing machine. I'll put the model number on the description. Used brushes, and all because they're worn down, because I had a lot of use. I can understand that's a consumable part. Start to finish, take the washing machine out, turn the power off, disconnect the waste, disconnect and turn off the water, pull it out, drain it. 5 minutes. 5 minutes when you've got the correct wrench. 30 seconds did I say, or 30 seconds. Size, not 5mm, not 6mm. Once you get that part, taking the brushes off, another 2 minutes. I'd say 5 minutes, put them back on, 5 minutes to connect it, half an hour. Saved a couple of £100 to say the least. And it's a good washing machine. I'll try and answer any questions that you post, but to be honest with you, I only come on YouTube to upload once in a blue moon for something that I can't find, but welcome to posting messages. Hope you found it interesting. Give us a thumbs up if it's of any use, it makes all the difference. Thanks a lot, bye.